Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shootin' the That's right, it is STS-5, and I'm once again joined by my best friend of half of my life, at least, Blake Calvert. We're also joined by one dog, Missy. Missy, you want to come here? Would you like to show yourself to the world? Look at that. She just came right over, and she's
under the table.
Every noise that she can make tonight, she has been in here making it. So, because you're 11, almost 12. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm really glad this is part of our show.
Yes, I'm so glad it is too. So I'm glad to have our special guest, Missy, with us here tonight. She's going to be hanging around. I just figure it's probably not the best to keep her out of stuff at the moment. She really wants up, I think. You want up?
Uppers.
You want up?
Yes.
Hello there. Hi, you've made an appearance now. All right, I'm going to have to pay you residuals.
This makes money.
Yeah, like I'm at all making money. And I was, of course, trying to tell, what are you doing, Missy?
She smells fried crumbs.
Have you ever held a dog's chest while they're sniffing? Oh my God, that feels like a machine gun going off in my hands. Wow, that's something else.
I'm really hoping the mic is picking up all the table shaking. Honestly, if we're just doing 90 minutes of her sitting around, that would be a good enough show for me.
Yeah, I feel like just get on up there while you're at it. Here, get your ass down there and go do something else. So,
right.
And the WGA just
we literally just had a strike
about this,
right?
And then they've gone and stabbed voiceover artists in the back, and that really sucks because several of our very good friends are voiceover artists, including this dog right here.
We just had lunch with them not too long ago.
Yeah, it was really fun actually. We were at Anime Los Angeles, myself and Blake. We were going to see friends, and it turned out we had more friends there than we expected. So we all went out to lunch together. That was a delightful time.
Yeah, good time. Good time.
Yeah. So grateful as always to
actually
see friends.
Should I tell them the story about how I got in?
Oh yes, you should tell them the story. Hey, come here. Yeah, tell them the story about how you got into Anime LA. This is a good one.
So this was the Sunday, last day of the con. Everything was just kind of winding down, and honestly, our main point of going to there was just to see our friends.
Yes, and also I didn't mind paying to come in for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, same.
Because it's you're giving money to the convention. Support the troops.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And from what we saw, it's a perfectly fine convention.
Yeah. I've got to go back when they've got all the Gundam stuff. So if you're just joining us and you don't know much about me, you have missed my 18-month descent into the world of Mobile Suit Gundam and just completely falling for it, and I absolutely enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of parallel to my journey into the One Piece fandom.
Yeah, which is never going to stop.
I am in the 600s. I'm in the Dressrosa arc. And there's still over 400 episodes left. My God. 400 and counting.
Yeah, still going.
So anyway, back to the story. So last day of the con, we had just parked the car. We were crossing a bridge to get into the main building to get our passes. And this one guy was walking the opposite direction. He must have just been done leaving. He just came and was, "Hey, did you guys get your passes yet?" And we're like, "No, we haven't." "Well, here's one for you."
And he took his pass off and just handed it to you.
And for the rest of that day, I was Nick.
Yes, Nick, ladies and gentlemen, Nick. So,
Nick, if by some fluke you're watching this, I greatly appreciate that.
Nick, you are awesome, and we will buy you lunch or dinner at your spot of choice, and take us up on that, Nick. But we know what Nick looks like. We remember what you look like, Nick. We don't forget something like that. So if your name is Nick and you're just coming in the comments here to try to pull the wool over our eyes, that ain't gonna work. We remember.
We don't chill out for any old Nick.
No, you've got to be the Nick.
Or
So,
Nickelodeon. I will sell out to get a Nickelodeon show.
yeah, I think we both would sell out to get a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, I mean, especially since the really, 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 really bad guy left.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk about that because we're going to keep it light.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it happy and everything. I don't know. Are we keeping it light for this show? We could. I mean, we could get
I fully don't. I don't intend to go that dark.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Actually, if you're talking about who I think you're talking about, yeah.
With fries?
Are you done with the fries?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, I'll put it in the trash.
Yeah, the bit's over.
So that way, Missy can rummage through it. Actually, let me see if I can get Missy to come on over here. Just reinforce some bad behaviors. There you go. This is a terrible behavior to have as a dog. Look, she's looking at me right now like this is a setup, isn't it?
Also, Jack in the Box, we'll be more than happy to sponsor your products.
Also, yeah, after last week. So Missy was looking up at me with these eyes right now that were just like, this is a false flag, isn't it? So you're just doing this so that you could start throwing down rules and regulations with this. But also, I understand that it is...
Unless you're Data from Star Trek, Vision from the Avengers, or Haley's Joel Osment, a machine cannot replicate imagination or soul or life experiences needed to make art.
Yeah. I mean, you can attempt to do it, but it becomes extremely randomized. And that is often what happens with the AI art, is that it becomes too chaotic. Of AI bros who would be like, oh yeah, well, when I go see a Jackson Pollock, how comprehensible is that? But when I'm going to see something like...
And there's most likely a deeper meaning behind said piece.
I don't, see, that doesn't matter to me. I don't mind things that have no actual meaning.
Right.
I don't have a problem with people being like, yeah, I just made this because it was just fun.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I'm just saying, I can imagine there was some sort of intent behind this art.
Yes.
Whether it is trying to make some sort of grand message or just saying I just thought this would look neat.
Yeah.
There is an intent behind it.
That's fair, and it's a intangible intent. You can't. I would very much argue that you cannot make things.
I don't even know where to start, because honestly, I try not to think about that kind of stuff fairly often because I'm just so morally opposed to it. I just try not to take up brain space thinking about it. So
I got one. I'm involved in other companies with it there. Not that I'm going to end up working there, which is perfectly fine because I enjoy having my life.
Debutante ball.
Oh boy, that's great.
Right.
It's great. In case anybody's watching doesn't know who that is, he's a senator from South Carolina,
Yeah.
if I remember right, and he's basically one of those guys
Huge
of it, and it's great because he'll say one thing and then hanging out with a bunch of voice actors is an experience.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how to properly describe that. You know what? Here's the thing. No one's ever going to say I never tried.
Right.
No one's ever going to say, oh, Jared didn't commit to things.
That is one thing I will say this.
I'm up on the ship because I did not get in it.
You are one half of that old married couple in Titanic holding each other in the bed as their room is filling with water.
That is a horrible image. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah, it's almost like there's regulations to help prevent that sort of thing.
There are really not regulations to prevent that sort of thing. As it happens out in international waters, there is no governing body to control that. And unfortunately, he took some other people out with him. Which sucks.
One of which definitely didn't deserve it.
Yeah. I'm not going to speak as to who...
People tour cemeteries and that sort
which creeps me out.
Yeah. But at least part of the things they're just there to honor, it's like a memorial for a specific event. They're there to sort of honor the memory of those who lost in said event. So
yeah,
I don't know. You would imagine you did think anybody would look at this and be like, not a lot less equipment than I think would be necessary to keep something like this going. And is that a Mad Catz?
Dude, if I had seen that game controller, I would have been running a marathon away from that.
Right.
I would have passed Usain Bolt on my way out. So,
Missy agrees.
yes.
Anyway, speaking of disasters, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Which, do you like Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like Spider-Man?
Yeah. You like Spider-Man? Who's your favorite? You like Toby? You like Garfield?
Which one's your favorite?
You like Tom Holland?
She said French fries.
No. Okay. Well, I
didn't know French fries was a.
I don't think
option.
so. But
Bless you.
anyway, I was gonna say, like, as you didn't get last week. For those who didn't get the memo last week, I'm a bit of a Marvel fan. Again, we just spent the next 90 minutes.
How do I compete with that?
Yeah. Are you done? You got? No? No? You got some more? I really hope the mic's picking up on all this.
Definitely pick that one up.
Yeah, puppy.
What, honey? What?
That's it? Yeah, I'm done?
See, the thing is, she wants me to go inside and get on my bed so that we could cuddle, because she likes to cuddle.
Aw.
So, because she's an absolute cuddle slut. So, yeah. See, she perked up when I said that. I don't know why. But, you know, she just likes to sleep on the bed. So, because we are a household that allows the dogs to sleep on the bed. So,
I mean, same here. When I had dogs, I let them up on my bed
yeah.
because I'm lonely. Anyway, Spider-Man.
Yeah, let's talk about
Again, speaking of lonely, Spider-Man.
So I'm suddenly regretting wearing this shirt. This took a very dark turn.
Yeah.
With it here. Anyways,
I just wanted to say that, like,
come here.
I just think it's kind of fascinating that within the last several months till almost a year, it's been great for Spider-Man fans so long as you haven't been reading the main comic book series, Amazing Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else Spider-Man related has been pretty great.
But the actual comic itself, not so good.
Oh no, we had Across the Spider-Verse, which again was a fantastic movie.
Yes, it was.
And we had the Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 5, which is a great game. Highly recommend if you have a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, you told me that we've got to do like some sort of let's play where it's me playing it.
Oh yeah, and if y'all still want that, just let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
We'll figure it out.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, help. We're trying to monetize this channel so that we can do more. So we can only do that with you, with viewers like you.
Or give us a film theorist guy's job. He just retired.
Who?
Matt Pat, the film theorist guy.
I don't know.
Never
The
mind.
funny part is that I'm on a moderately successful YouTube channel about spaceflight, and I literally do not watch any other YouTube channels. So, actually, I take that back. There are a few YouTube channels that I do watch. So,
so again, we had Spider-Man 2, and just this week, Marvel just released the new Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Which takes place in a different timeline from like the main comics, and basically like the whole backdrop of this universe is like an evil Reed Richards travels to another universe and tries to prevent like the major superheroes from regaining their powers and all that. And one of the things he does is prevents that spider from biting Peter Parker when he was a teenager. And this comic takes place 20 years after that. Peter's married to Mary Jane. He has 2 kids, and he's living a pretty good life. And immediately, as soon as fans saw that, they're like, "Okay, as soon as it's out, I'm dropping Amazing Spider-Man, and I'm picking this one. I want a happy Peter."
yeah.
And I read it. pretty damn good and interesting because there was this scene like pretty early on where Peter's. Hey, I'm trying to tell a story about a comic book I read that I really liked. Peter goes to Daily Bugle. From off panel, you hear Jameson shouting, "Parker! Parker!" Yeah, because if you're Spider-Man, if you know anything on Spider-Man, you're kind of thinking, okay, he's gonna be mad about Peter for something, and then Jonah walks in and says, "Oh, hey Peter, how you doing?" "I'm doing good." "Excuse me, Parker!" Walks into another room. Sign on the door says, staff editor, or I forget the title, Benjamin Parker. So yeah, in this universe, Uncle Ben never got shot.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
Get you far. Not just here, but in the Spider-Man universe as well.
And from what I can tell, Jonah likes Peter.
That's a change.
Yeah. Like, he's on a first name basis with him, and it's like, treats him with respect. And it's actually kind of interesting because, like, the big crux, like, the big sort of, so I am pretty confident it's going to be good.
She's returned to the petting zone.
Why won't you let me love you?
What? I'm gonna get there. Don't worry. She's just pressing tonight.
Come on. I'm trying to look at your phone so I get, there it is. There you is.
Yeah, she's getting double pets now.
Oh, where? Oh, I got your ear. Or is her tail? I can't tell.
That's her tail.
Yeah. I can't tell if this was a great decision or an extremely distracting one.
It's distracting for us, but I feel like for our viewers, it might be a pretty great decision. And also, like, I don't know, it's been a tough week for her, so right. I'm not gonna lock her out of a garage and say, I'm home. So you're not allowed.
Are you turning into a cat?
I'm just gonna let her go off for a minute or two. Here, you wanna make some noisies?
He's a puppy.
What? Why are you shedding on me? Are you suddenly a shedder?
That's what you get for wearing black pants.
Well, I wear black pants. It's what I wear.
Well, that's what you get.
What? How may I help you?
These are navy pants, not black. Just so.
Are you itchy? Are you an itchy puppy?
Itchy puppy ramen?
Very itchy puppy.
She's an itchy puppy.
What?
Itchy puppy ramen.
You gonna make some noises now? Or are we just gonna stare at each other awkwardly? Right, girls? What? Oh, come here. Come here. I can scratch you. Here, let me give you scratchies.
Scratchies for the...
Scratchies for the doggy.
Scratchies for the beachies.
This little dog shall have a scratch.
It's still alive, Betty.
It's still alive, Betty.
Do you ever wonder if people get the references we make?
Probably not, which is, that's a bummer, but also at the same time, that's life.
If you get our references, let us know in the comments.
I was just going to let her go off for a little bit. So,
yeah.
You want to keep talking?
Hey, Missy, what do you think about the new Doctor in Doctor Who?
That was a burp. That was a dog burp.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll try to zoom in and catch that.
I think he's pretty good so far.
So, I don't know anything about Doctor Who, which apparently makes me a terrible sci-fi nerd. But at the same time, I don't know. So
I feel like if you wanted to jump in this upcoming season, might be a good launching point for a newbie.
Mm-hmm.
I. Yeah. Oh. I see. Well, that's an interesting point. I mean, I guess you could start off with the church on Ruby Road if one. Oh, you think you just start off at the? He doesn't have time to stop all the way in the '60s. That is an absurd ask of a person.
She sat down, or laid down finally.
All right.
I was waiting for this moment when she would finally give in. I was wondering what would break first. Your back or your spirit? Even down here. When did you start shedding all of a sudden?
I'm old.
Is that what it is? Do dogs start shedding when they get older?
I've had Australian Shepherds, and they start shedding at 6 months and don't stop until they die. I am not the person to ask what is normal shedding behavior for a dog.
What is normal shedding behavior? Can you imagine if people shedded?
Nope.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
You look like Paul Dano as the Riddler with a mustache.
I don't like that. I really don't like that. I like the Paul Dano bit, though, because he's a very good actor.
I mean, yeah, he is, but would you want to look like him?
No.
It's a very specific look that probably isn't... Yeah, Missy agrees.
It's a very specific look, that.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't tell him. I heard his... Yeah, I'm not going to tell him. He's gonna... I agree with you. You don't need to yell at me.
She's not putting up with it tonight.
Yeah.
You are going to go in the doghouse, mister. Missy's going to put you in the doghouse.
The doghouse is your house.
I was going to say, we don't have a doghouse. I guess the house is the doghouse.
So I guess I'll crash on your couch.
Sure. So, don't crash into my couch.
You never heard that phrase?
No, I have.
I don't
Just
know. You
don't take your car into my couch. It's unappreciative.
Fine, I won't steal a Jeep and crash into your couch.
It's fine.
Right.
So, have you ever noticed that you have like a silver
Yes.
bit in your fro starting to show up?
It's called being 35.
One of a multitude of medications that I take in order to
And
keep me in peak physical and mental condition.
probably your least vital.
I was going to say, that is one that is probably going to not kill me the least. So.
When I say at least vital.
Oh, I thought you said vile.
Oh. No, if I want to say what it said, least fatal.
So, yeah, that's true. So, it's always a worry for me because they're always like, you got to have these blood tests. We got to make sure your liver's still working. I was like, oh. It's like, okay, that's slightly important.
Yeah.
So, it's an important organ. So,
turns out you need the liver to live.
Yeah. If someone uses their liver a lot, could you qualify them as a liver, like a hard liver?
No, I mean it depends. Do they use their liver? I can't think of a good sort of adjective that goes with liver. I don't know. I'm aborting this bit.
Do they use their organs to go with it? I think she's fine. Oh, did she?
I can't see. There's garbage.
She's left. I believe she has left.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Missy has left the building.
She grew tired of your nonsense.
Yeah, well,